YouTube thing going up and rolling. Yeah, I called it a thing, so what? So how are things in everyone's neck of the woods today? Still smoking on some of that acidic grapes, man. That stuff is so nice. Just taking care of things on both streams, getting the descriptions put in, getting shared to all my groups and everything, so just bear with me, everybody. I appreciate your patience. Global genius, that was Sound the Alarm. Don't believe that's a tune I've played before. That's some blues for us. It's always a good time for the blues, right? Good morning, Jim. How are you, friend? Nice to see you over there at Facebook land. Hello, Shion. Having one of those days. It's like first day with new fingers. They don't want to work right. Been there, gone through that, James. Joe, good morning. Fantastic, bud. Fantastic. Congratulations. I'm very happy to hear it. Stefan, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you in Facebook land. Thanks for joining us over there. There we go. That was Sunday Morning Blues. Up next, there's some jazz. I'm sorry to hear it, buddy. I'm sorry. It's all good, man. You do what you got to do. You feel better over there, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. Robert, good morning, my friend. Nice to see you over there in Facebook land. How are you today? Good morning, good morning. We just wrapped up that track. How's the weather? That came to us from Brent Borges out of Jazz. Little global genius for us. Downbog. Some rock. again, just bear with me, everybody. I'm not. I tried to glance up at the chats just a little bit, but I am sharing out to all my groups. So I'm not trying to ignore anybody if anybody is speaking to me. If somebody new comes in, just let them know what I'm doing, and I will get to them just momentarily. Alright, let me grab us another track here. Downbog, Global Genius, the creative team of Scott Dente and Ken Lewis. From Nashville to the world with love. Little R&B for us. Lee Go. Lauren Evans. Evans there, little R&B for us. Sticking with the R&B, here's Heathen Strut. This comes from Lyle Workman. And I am almost done, everybody. I appreciate your patience. I really do. trying to go through some messages. I'm kind of jotting down things over here, some music requests I've already received. Once again, if you have a request, feel free to post it up to the chat, or do what these individuals do. They write me messages, and I wake up, I come in, I log in, I sit down, I'm like, oh, hey. All right, that was Heathen Strut, Lyle Workman. We were in R&B and soul there. Here's some reggae. I know I have ones out here who like it. This is Rhythm Roots All-Stars, Day at the Races. For some Galileo, Nico Fuzz featuring Barber Sauce, along with some Brent Borges going down, featuring Pamela Roberts. So those two are queued up for next. At the Races, little Rhythm Roots All-Stars. Now, as I said, we had a couple requests, so here we go. Galileo. Do not forget, if you would be so kind, and you are inclined, give me a thumbs up over here at YouTube. You don't have to hang out, you don't have to stay, just kind of jump over and help out the cause. How are you, Stoney, by the way? Nice to see you.
I want to hit, I'm trying to cover all my bases. I want to bet, I'm trying to get on your good graces. But they always try to put me in these braces. Like a racist, fascist, atheist. Still before that, until now will bring us to back. And so the top and the back. with that original snap.
8:45 a.m. here.
Tune that will bring us to
Hey, Sherry.
and set us apart from the pack with that original snap. Get that original. It's a brand new paradigm.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Absolutely, Stoney, I appreciate you hanging out. Got a music moment coming up for us. Now, there you go. Going down. Nice. That's cool. Good morning, Jack. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you over here in YouTube land. Everybody's bumping into everybody. Thank you, James. I appreciate the like. I really do. What's going on, Chrissy? How are you? Nice to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us over here in YouTube land. What's the good word? There we go. Just wrapping up that track. Up next, going to have a little Airlands with Sky on Sky. Can't complain. Things could always be worse. Good morning, Bob. Nice to see you over there at Facebook land. right. Little music moment I was mentioning before. Betty Carter, 61 when she took the stage at Alice Tully Hall in New York for Music Never Stops. This on March 28, 1992. Presented by Jazz at Lincoln Center, a newly formed organization at the time. It was a concert of grand, unabashed ambition, celebrating Carter's magnificent prowess in the context of a specially assembled big band with strings, as well as 3 all-star rhythm sections. Now, this concert sprawling over 90 minutes without intermission. People will have to sit and suffer for the entire hour and a half. Carter joked in the original program notes. Now, it was hailed at the time as a significant event. In his review for the New York Times, Stephen Holden even noted Carter's genuine affinity, rare amongst leading jazz singers. For the phrasing and the intonation of an instrumentalist, nobody shapes a note the way she does, he wrote, slowly turning it from a rich, horn-like timbre into something bitingly twangy, and then softening it again. Now, modern listeners will have a chance to hear the music from that evening. The Music Never Stops is being released as an album on Blue Engine Records, Jazz at Lincoln Center's affiliated label. This coming out on March 29th. Man, that one little piece of hair. March 29th. Granted, 27 years after the concert. Almost to the day, though. Now, among the featured guests are pianist Jerry Allen, John Hicks, drummer Jack DeJohnette, and bassist Cecil McBee. Be interesting. I have another music moment coming up here. I'm just checking things out. I also have some news of the ... Whoa. We got some other things in store, of course. On this day in music history, I know everybody's come to like that segment. Yeah. Let me grab us another track here as I'm looking through the list. That was Airlands, by the way. Sky on Sky. Now, let's see. What do we say? You want some Cy Coven? You want some Kevin Seconds? Yeah, you know what? Kevin Seconds. Common Thread. All right. Now, I was mentioning on this day, 1961, Bob Dylan achieving his dream of meeting his idol, Woody Guthrie, when Guthrie was on a weekend release from the hospital where he was being treated for Huntington's chorea. Dylan told him, "I was a Woody Guthrie jukebox." Guthrie gave Dylan a card which said, "I ain't dead yet." 1964, the Beatles spent a day at a studio in Paris, France. The Beatles' only studio recording session for EMI, held outside of the UK, actually. It was done at this location. They recorded new vocals for She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and Can't Buy Me Love. After EMI's West German branch persuaded Brian Epstein that they would be unable to sell large quantities of records in Germany unless they were recorded in their German language, a translator coached John, Paul, and George. Although their familiarity with the German language from their Hamburg days did make things much easier. 1967, on this day, saw Jimi Hendrix and even The Who appearing at the Seville Theatre, London, England. 20-year-old future Queen guitarist Brian May was sitting in the audience at the time. 1968, The Doors appeared at the Pussycat A-Go-Go. That was in Las Vegas. After the show, singer Jim Morrison taunts a security guard in the parking lot by pretending to smoke a joint, which resulted in a fight. The police arrive, who arrest Morrison and charge him with vagrancy, public drunkenness, and failure to possess sufficient identification. 1969 sees Fleetwood Mac having their only UK #1 single with the instrumental Albatross. Now this composed by the guitarist Peter Green. Albatross is the only Fleetwood Mac composition with the distinction of having inspired a Beatles song, Sun King, from 1969's Abbey Road. Do one more for us, and we'll get back into these a little later. 1972, the triple album, The Concert for Bangladesh, going to #1 on the UK album charts. Organized by George Harrison to raise funds for the people caught up in the war and the famine from the area. The set featured Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, Billy Preston, Eric Clapton, Ravi Shankar, and members from Badfinger. Alright, let me grab us another track here. That was Common Threat, Kevin Seconds. Alrighty. Just a Matter of Time, Little Global Genius. Cupcakes? Sure, I'd love a cupcake.
You tell me you're working or hanging with your girls. You text me that you'll text me soon, then send a selfie from your room. So maybe I'll read or see what's on TV. But I'm watching the clock. I think that it stopped. It might be going backward. No, the minutes ticking away till I see it today. Can't get you out of my mind. So I'll keep playing the game, making me wait. It's just a matter of time. The minutes ticking away. See it today.
Sorry about that laugh, but I just looked over to YouTube's chat to see one of the people say, well, I tried the cotton candy machine that I got. It's louder than a straight piped 454. Okay, it's loud. Does it make good cotton candy? That's the question. I'll deal with the noise if it makes me a good cotton candy, like a nice, Get us another track here. Just a Matter of Time. That was Global Genius, little R&B and soul. I actually don't think I played that tune. I don't recall it. Fetch the Stick. Continuing on. Again, I love the description of the cotton candy machine. Well, just like the real 454, it gets the job done, but it's kind of ridiculous. You know what? 454 is more ridiculous. You take that motor and you put it inside a nice, small, little-bodied car, and you make yourself a hell ride. There was a guy many years ago, one town over here in Milford, worked at a gas station. He used to have a purple Pinto that sat out, and it was right at the road, the edge of the road. This thing, and I'm like not exaggerating, the tires on the back, each one had to be about this big. These big, long wheelie bars off of the back of it. He would fire this thing up, and you would hear it, like literally, blocks and blocks away. When he hit the gas, the whole thing was just like, the couple of times that he ever did actually engage the thing in gear, and he himself said he scared the shit out of himself because it just took all the tires off the ground and brought the thing up like this. I mean, if you want to talk a beast, I loved it. Yep, I absolutely loved it. Then again, you are talking to the guy who has always mentioned it. I have plans. I've worked on other cars. I've built cars. I've had race cars. I'm going to do a car that's going to go to either Bonneville, Black Rock, one of the areas, and I'm going to go for a couple of land speed records. I've got to get those. All right, fetch the stick, Lyle Workman. Little vacation, Adam Seltzer.
Take my bones up there and roll home. Countless trips I've made, it takes its toll. But the air was thick and cold, and we busted out so old. Time will always win, just ask the poor. You can go on vacation, see anywhere you ought to go, you'll be. Catch a glimpse of everything, left a clue, you know. Now we understand, now we believe. Let it go for all we share. Take the long way. Surely there's a feast out here.
Well, Jack, yeah, okay. Again, I've done racing. I used to quarter-mile drag at Echo Raceway in New Jersey. I've built other cars. Heck, I had a 77 Dodge, old pickup, big, heavy. Yeah, the thing ran a 13.109 down the quarter mile at Echo with the motor that I built in it. I was bored. And you know what, quite frankly, I've always said, and I mean, my wife will even attest to it, if I were up on Bonneville, if I were over Black Rock, if I were at any one of the other locations and I'm going for my land speed record, you know what, if I crash and burn, I crash and burn. I mean, I'm doing something that I want to do and something that I absolutely love. I mean, fuck, man, the critic can go down in infamy. Think about it. That goes right down the road from you, huh? I used to be there all the time. All the time. I lived right there in Franklinville for a little over a year. Susie said, trout recording. So, I mean, truly, I am. I've always been one of the ones who's of the belief if you're doing what you love, just like when I was out on the stage. Every time I went out on the stage, every time I went and I did a show, I was headbanging, I was jumping around. My doctor literally said he cringed every time, anytime he was waiting for a phone call saying it happened. Because of the damage I have to my neck from the accident that I was in many years ago, it was an industrial accident at a job I used to work for. I have a bent spine. And my doctors always said, if you push yourself too hard, you literally could paralyze yourself. You could just drop. But I love music. So out on tour I went. I do take care of myself. Again, outside of my Crohn's, my severe Crohn's, my doctor, and he truly does. He feels bad saying it to me. But he's like, you have a clean bill of health. I hardly ever come down sick, knock on wood. Flus, things like that, colds. And if I do, the family will be wrapped with this stuff for days, passing it around each other. I got sick the last time. I do what I normally do, and I tell people, man, the power of the nice warm shower. Go in, I sit down in the shower, I adjust the water so it's not directly on me, and even if I were to fall asleep, because I get into a nice little position where I get comfortable, even if I were to fall asleep, nothing's going to happen. I wake up, and all of a sudden, I'm great. My color's back. My wife's looking at me when I come out of the bathroom. She's like, I hate you. She's never understood how I can do it or how my body does it. You're from Millville. All right. Yeah, again, knock on wood, I've always been this way, so it's kind of a toss-up. I have a good health, good recuperative properties. To deal with that, I have my severe Crohn's. So what am I going to do? Am I going to let things hold me up? No. Am I going to let things stop me from doing what I want, what I enjoy? No. Susie said that was Trout Recording right there. Now, Trout Recording, owned and operated by producer-engineer Bryce Goggin, which is filled with a broad palette of recording equipment, interesting instruments, and even has creative musicians. Fantastic music been coming through this studio for over a decade. All right, it's a little reggae for us. Well, that was a little reggae, all right. There we are.
Now you know what you do, no one else gonna do it for you. Stand for what you believe. Can't complain, can't abstain, it's a choice you have to make.
Cheers, all.
What you believe. It's one life to live. Hit the road, know your goals, play your role, make it bold. Stand for what you believe. Through the rain, through the pain, be the change you wanna see in the world. You have one life to live.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I heard a word from a poor pigeon.
Excuse me.
Gotta have something to believe. Stand for God, stand for country, stand for something higher than yourself. It's one life to live. You gotta fight for what is right.
Man, that dab made me good.
It's one life to live. Stand up for what you believe. Stand up for it's one life to live.
Yeah, 3 years. That's what I said.
Stand up for what you believe.
Okay, let me grab us another track here. That was Stand. Rocky, some reggae. All right, here we go. Oh my God, I'm shocked. Hey, Dark Star. They have the Sheen listed under country. Wow. Okay. Now, either somebody finally got off their ass and stopped being lazy at Facebook, or they've been hearing people like myself say, hey, do your damn job. Long way home. The Sheen country. If it's going to work. Let's see. There we go.
It's a one-way ticket on the runaway train.
Yes,
It's a lifetime
country.
searching for the beauty.
They finally listed them
It's a
in
long way
country.
to the last word of a never-ending
Yeah.
It's
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the band. I truly, the artists themselves, I give them credit for what they do. Not rock. Not rock. Give me 1 second. Oh. No. Let's go, Rocky. No, you don't belong.
It's not about the pot of gold. Some things you can't chase. It's about the simple kindness you give every day.
That's my voice. Where's my voice? Where's my voice?
Tells you what you want
doing it. I heard this poor little whiny whimper come from Rock. He was right over there. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, I know, I got a nice ass, hey. Long way home, the Sheen. You know what? When the furry children just need that hug, you gotta give it to them. Nico Fuzz, Razion, we make it work. And I'm glad to hear that, Jack.
Make it work.
Oh yeah, I always love the good old timing chain in a car versus the timing belts. Just like on a Harley. Give me a good old chain-driven Harley and not belt drive.
What's your team? Skins or shirts? Come on, Green, make it work. What's your dream? A-list perks, champagne fountains, quench your thirst. Surf and turf until you burst. Hanging on the bridge with James T. Cook. Chasing that million, saving Earth.
Sorry about that, Rock. Relax, buddy. Relax, buddy.
Scream your name by your merch. Chase that dream until it hurts. Drop that verse. Make it work. Make it work.
Hey, come on.
Make it work.
Lay down. Let's go. Lay down. All the way down. Come on. All the way down. All the way down. There you go. There you go. I can give you some butter that way. Yeah. This is, ooh, I can get a belly. The AC motor froze. Oh boy. That's always fun. Now let me guess, the AC motor froze like in the hottest part of summer too, right? That's usually when it happens. My desk is probably taller than you. That was We Make It Work, Nico Fuzz featuring Razion. Alright. Little, Something's Calling Me. Side comments from Rock. 1 hour has already gone by. Man. It does. It amazes me. y'all passing around over there in Facebook land? Coming up towards the end of Something's Calling Me from Side Coming. All right. Little global genius coming at you. YouTube, you're going to continue to hang on to that trivia crown, that trophy, huh? I mean, yesterday when we left again, you had the win. It was YouTube 10, it was Facebook at 8. It's a very close game. It's a very close game. Little news of the ... Whoa. A brazen thief who steals a painting at a crowded gallery show. Authorities in Russia released security camera footage of a bold art thief just casually walking off with a $185,000 painting at a crowded exhibition. The Russian Interior Ministry shared surveillance camera footage on Twitter showing the man just calmly taking the 1908 landscape off the wall right over at the gallery in Moscow, just walking away, no one questioning him whatsoever. The gallery said the security measures obviously have been increased since the casual theft. The Interior Ministry later posted an update saying a 31-year-old man had been arrested, the painting recovered. Wow. Just waltzes on in. Ooh. This moves me. Oh, echopraxia. Alright, currently we are looking at 27 degrees on the grounds of the compound here in Orange, Connecticut right now. Humidity at 71%, winds right around 8 miles an hour. Now, throughout this day, we could have a fluctuation, either or, rain, snow. Yeah, temperatures anywhere between 30s, dropping down into the low 20s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, temperatures 30s, but they're saying it could literally drop to a bone-chilling 4 degrees. Thursday, beautiful sunny weather. 17 degrees out. Again, temperatures dropping into single digits around 9. Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Again, mostly cloudy, some sun coming in and out. Temps on those days, though, going anywhere between the upper 20s to low 40s. Now, long-range forecast next week, Mondays and Tuesdays. Rain, followed by a little bit more rain. Yeah. Dress accordingly, everybody. Alright, that was a welcome absence. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Alright. Emotional deficit. No. Nope. It is a new one, it's just not unlocked yet. Okay. No. It's awesome. They are adding in more songs, so. Leave It All Behind. Nico Fuzz featuring G-Smack. Movie moment for us. Top movies right at this moment. Glass at number 1. The Upside now at number 2. Aquaman Man at number 3, and The Kid Who Would Be King, number 4.
I just don't open up that drive no more. They say time flies, so our trip's just a memory. The tickets expired, but nobody rides for free. I don't need you standing outside my back door. I know now that I'm sure, but it's so good to see you again. The things left unsaid should have never been. Why can't we forget the moments we've had? Can we compromise? Never trust the lies. Can't we leave it all behind? We were never gonna live in those promises. We were never gonna live it down. No, we were never gonna live in those promises. Turn this thing around.
Debating if I want a coffee or not.
So good.
I'm just joking, you know that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a coffee. Waiting for the song to finish, because I gotta prep things on the system.
Why can't we forget the moments we've had? Can we compromise? Never trust the lies. Can we leave it all behind?
Alright. Leave It All Behind, Nico Fuzz featuring G-Smack. Oh, all my love here. Now, give me a second while I tend to the system.
It's been a while since we've been talking. I must admit, baby, I like you in my life.
Relax, relax, it's
Just
okay.
wondering what's on your mind.
It's okay.
What's on your mind? You trying to keep me like a secret. The way you treat me makes me think I'm just your type. But I don't wanna cross the line. I won't cross the line. If you got me on your brain, I wish you'd just come out and say, 'cause we can't keep pretending we're just being friendly when the thought won't go away. Are you the one, you the one? 'Cause boy, I'm feeling something. What's up? Baby, can you handle all my loving? Are you the one, you the one? See how you got me blushing. So what's up? Baby, can you handle all my love? You the one, you the one.
Gotten that nice dark gray color to the ice out here at the pond. So, ice hockey coming soon.
Boy, it's the right take all the time you need, baby. Just let me know.
Hey, CC, how are you?
Don't move too slow. Don't move too slow. If you got me on your brain, I wish you'd just come out and say, we can't keep pretending we're just being friendly when the thought won't go away. Are you the one, you the one? 'Cause boy, I'm feeling something. So what's up? Baby, can you handle all my loving? Are you the one, you the one? Are you the one? See how you got me blushing. So what's up? Baby, can you handle all my love? You the one that I want. All my love. You the one that I want. Baby, can you handle all my love? If you got me on your brain, I wish you'd just come out and say, we
Cheers, all.
can't keep pretending we're just being friendly when the thought won't go away. Are you the one, you the one? 'Cause boy, I'm feeling
right, we're looking at 35 minutes. T-minus 35 minutes and counting right from this point for the Start Trivia Challenge.
Baby, can you handle all my love? You're the one that I want. All my love. You're the
Ooh,
one that I
pork loin.
Baby, can
Nice.
you handle all my love?
Next, Adam Seltzer says, watching metal rust.
So knocked out, pretend he's gone, but no amount of wine or beer can kill rational fears. It's clear he's here, and I'm waiting for the bus, watching them rust. In God will we trust, but oh, please don't go. I'm warning all the people. I wonder if it's legal. His songs are almost lethal. They're so sad. Count the times arrive, but still nobody's here. I know, likely it stays this way for years, and it's clear we're here. We're waiting for the bus, watching metal rust. In God will we trust, but oh, please don't go. I'm warning all the people. I wonder if it's legal. His songs are almost lethal. They're so sad.
Alrighty. Watching metal rust, Adam Seltzer. Creole cakes, a little bit of blues. Nice one. Jim over on Facebook just says, hopefully I'll be here for Trivia Challenge so I can answer wrong. Hey, you put in the effort, buddy. That's all that matters. Again, we tell people that all the time. Even if you don't know an answer, guess. Guess. Exactly. It doesn't matter. There have been so many people on both sides, Facebook and YouTube. I'm like, hey, so-and-so, that was the right response. Good job, Facebook. And the response I've gotten back is either I guessed or the ever popular, well, I pulled that one out of my ass. Exactly. You could be right. You might be wrong. Yeah. I don't know if people heard about this one. Joe Montana leads a $75 million investment in a cannabis company. Yeah, more and more and more and more. Well, I think it's good, honestly, because, I've touched on the subjects before about, cannabis use in sports in general. If all of the individuals, and it's snowing out, everybody, if all of the individuals who use cannabis, good morning, Bunrich, who use cannabis in the NFL stood up at once and just said, yes, I do. Look at my record. Look at all of what we've done. Look at what we've accomplished. The NFL would have to alter their stance. What are they going to do? Are they going to terminate the contracts of three-quarters of their players? They'd go broke. Even the NFL. So many players have come out and said so many times how well it's worked for them. Creole cakes right there. Little break of dawn. I'll be right back, everybody. 1 second.
Whoa, whoa. You ignite something right deep inside, and you know I can resist.
I'll be right back.
You ignite something right deep inside, and you know I can resist. If it's love that I wanna give to you, now I know it's real. Should be right, should be good, should be rude, should be true, so that we both grow. can you break of dawn until the break of dawn? Like a ray of light, we're born to be free. I know you ignite something right deep inside, and you know I can resist. You ignite something right deep inside, and you know I can resist. Until the break of dawn.
I don't know where we were. Oh, hey, that goes for 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Cool. I'll do that. I swear to God, this is... Hi, sorry. He's kind of in the middle of a small attack right now, so we're just trying to get settled at the moment. I mean, right now it's sort of okay. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be, but... There you go. Give me 1 second.
something.
Chrissy came out saying hi and says, hope you feel better.
That was a trip down nausea and I didn't get it for Howdy, all. That nausea just came out of nowhere. Oh, the way that one just came out, the way that one hit me just now, yeah, I was going to say I'm going to have to play this one by ear because that was pretty rough there for a minute. I honestly don't know. This morning I had about nausea, but it was just nausea. There was like no pain or anything involved with it. Just now though, really bad nausea, real bad pain. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, sir. It did this. But the way it did this has kind of got me worried. It's going to be one of those days. Yeah. My rock over here knows something's wrong. Like, as soon as I walked out the door, he came right over and just pushed himself against me. Oh, my boy. My boy. It's my boy.
Next to Big Boy, he especially knows
Well,
when
here's
to
my
run it
paw.
down.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you for the paw, bud.
Did Big Boy know like before?
Oh, he started, yeah. Mason started to learn. He could like see signs. I don't know or what, but he would alert us. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I got real nauseous. The pain hit. I was doubled over for a second, so I know my color's off. I saw it myself when I sat down and looked at the camera. They gave me Zofran and it didn't work. See, I that bothers me, man, because they're just like, well, here, we'll try this. Well, here, we'll try this. Well, here, we'll try this. While all the while, every single medication type of commercial you see, they're like, don't take this if you're taking, or don't mix this if you're using. Yet doctors don't think twice about going, take this, take this, take this. Yeah. I know, you love to scratch his down. I know. Give me a second, Facebook. I gotta take care of something really quick with your broadcaster. Alright, you know what, everybody? I'm gonna have to cut this short. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Let us know.
I'll try to jump back on this afternoon. We'll hang out. Ah, buddy. I appreciate that, but literally, my stomach is kicking my ass at the moment. Hopefully, I can come back on for 4 o'clock. We'll hang out for 4:20 together. Much love and respect, everybody. Much love, YouTube. Thank you very much. Christy, I hope you feel better over there. I really do. Yeah, this is just, it keeps doing this. So, I'm just gonna go do one of my showers, kind of chill, relax. So, thank you very much for hanging out with me for a couple hours. And hopefully I'll see you all this afternoon. Peace, Facebook. So long, YouTube.